The second hostage-taking in France, at a kosher grocery in eastern Paris, ended today with the gunman dead and some hostages freed. Explosions and gunshots were heard outside the building, where a gunman had held at least 5 hostages. One woman was reportedly seen fleeing the hyper-kosher market. Reuters, however, reported that at least 4 hostages in the kosher grocery were dead, citing a police source. The other hostage-taking ended Friday with a police raid, and the death of the 2 brothers suspected in the deadly shooting at the Charlie Hebdo newspaper offices in Paris on Wednesday. Agence France-Presse reported that special forces had removed the hostages after launching an assault at the store in the Port de Vincennes area. "We've got him," CNN reported a police officer as shouting. The newspaper Le Monde also reported the hostage-taker was killed. The fate of the woman who was accompanying the gunman wasn't immediately clear. Earlier, Paris police said Amity Coulibaly and Haïd Boumediene were believed to be involved in the supermarket hostage-taking. French Interior Minister Bernard Cazeneuve thanked police and security forces for their work. "These events illustrate the scope of what we are facing," he told reporters, referring to groups such as Al-Qaeda. He said he would be meeting with his peers in Europe to discuss these matters. As for the police, once again, I congratulate them for the exceptional work they did today. Asked about civilian casualties, he said officials still have to clarify the situation. Earlier, according to a police official, the gunman inside the market threatened to kill hostages if police launched an assault on the other hostage seen north of the city, where the 2 brothers were cornered. The hostages in that incident were freed safely. An official described the events as clearly linked. An official said several people had been wounded when the gunman opened fire in the market Friday afternoon, and were able to flee and get medical care. It wasn't clear whether other people were wounded inside the market, or whether the woman listed as the gunman's accomplice in a police bulletin was inside with him. Earlier, a police official who was not authorized to speak about the situation said the man opened fire in the kosher market, near Paris's Port de Vincennes, and declared, "You know who I am." The armed man took hostages, police sources said, but they denied earlier reports that 2 people had been killed, Reuters reported. The Paris mayor's office immediately announced the closure of all shops along Rocher Street in the city's famed Marais neighborhood in the heart of the tourist district. Hours before the Jewish Sabbath, the street is usually crowded with shoppers, French Jews and tourists alike. The street is also only a kilometer away from Charlie Hebdo's offices.